Because right when I was before, this little nub end was just across your eyes.
But if it's angled,
Like this.
yeah, how is that across my eyes?
I don't know how it was. I don't know what. Oh, I was like.
Are you recording?
Yes.
It's not here either.
We're going.
Oh, we're recording?
Yeah.
Did you hit record a long time ago?
No. Like a few seconds ago. Oh God.
We're back.
Dude, I'm stiff. Why am I stiff? Oh, probably because I'm just waking up. God, you waking me up so early in the damn.
It's 11 a.m.
Huh?
It's 11 a.m. and I woke up at 7.
That's gross. What time did you go to bed?
Midnight?
Icky.
Midnight to 7. That tends to be my sleep. Gotta wake up. Go to the gym.
I got up at like, the fuck did I get up? Like 9-ish and went to bed around 2. Don't fucking bonk on the mic stand. There's gonna be audio. You're always doing shit. It was the same thing in the Ren episode. You were just like playing drums on the mic stand while in the middle of talking, and it's like, bro.
9 to 2. That's like the same amount of sleep that I got.
Yeah, but I haven't. It's not good sleep.
Mm.
You know, it's mid sleep.
Me personally, out like a
Maybe.
solid light every time.
A solid light. What does that mean?
You out like a light and it's solid.
Oh,
This isn't framed up properly.
Oh my gosh.
what?
You and your camera whammer.
Yeah, me and my camera whammer.
Oh
I'm a free man now, kind of. Not really.
yeah, you finished them all.
I finished them all.
I'm halfway through episode 3.
You're halfway through episode 3. It is the worst performing of the 3.
Really?
Yeah. Each one has performed worse than the one prior.
Do you think that's because your algorithm is so used to you posting once every 4 months?
I don't think so. I think kind of. But like, you would think that because I post once every 4 months, that then when something new comes out, it's watched more.
It was.
Which it was. And so then it would presumably recommend the next one more.
But it wasn't there instantly.
What do you mean?
Like it wasn't 1, 2, 3 dropped at the same time.
Yeah, true. But like, I think it's less of about how often and more of how much, you know?
Yeah.
And so you would think the next ones would be promoted. I don't know. I'm probably going to do a super cut of them all. Just because fuck it.
Wait 2 months.
Nah, I think post it now.
No.
Or maybe like a few weeks at most. Because I think that way if you do...
But wouldn't that be a good way to test a hypothesis? Reject the null hypothesis?
Maybe. But like...
IMO, I would want to test and see if I waited a long enough time.
Maybe.
Maybe it's like, oh, shoot. Jake died for 3 months, and now he's back.
Yeah, it's true. I just think, though, that, like, if it's a super cut of them all, then if it recommends it to the same people,
Yeah.
then they'll be less likely to view it. You know? And so it's like, then if I wait a while, then it'll even more be like, oh, fuck, he fell off. You know?
I guess.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. But I'm free. I'm a free man now for like a month and a half. Cause then
Lucky you.
I
said lucky you.
Yeah. Well, like I need to update
You're bored.
my board. Because like I don't know. It's hard to you can probably relate that like it's hard to like revel in the successes, you know?
I definitely agree with that.
Because the first one did gangbusters.
Yeah.
like
But it's hard to be proud of that because the next two
did less
did not.
gangbusters.
Gangbuster, yeah.
And it's like I can have some faith that like maybe they'll turn around.
I
But
feel like that happens with everything though. Like I bet you in 6 months those will spike
maybe.
for no reason.
Probably.
I had a 2-hour long thing on Dune 1 that is from a guy with 1.3 thousand subscribers. That just in the past, like everybody, all the comments were from the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. But it's like, it's weird. It's goofy. It's goofy.
Because I feel like your video is evergreen rather than present. You know what I mean? Like if you did a video on Israel Palestine, it would only be hot now. But mental health is more evergreen.
Maybe. I think compared to Israel Palestine for sure.
Yeah.
But I think it's like, I don't know, even over the course of working on this, it felt like things were getting more outdated the longer it took me to make it.
Yeah.
Like all the data is from like last summer.
But like study wise, that's very recent.
True.
Think about how long it takes Harvard to do a study. It takes 7 to 8 years.
True. Well, I mean, okay, it's from last summer and the past few years, but it's like there are newer versions of similar surveys that are coming out. But probably you are right, where it's like these still, even if
Analyzing studies takes a long time.
yeah, and even if it's a year old, it would still probably perform well. This is too high up now. Is this too high up?
Whatever.
You're so nitpicky.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I think just be proud of yourself.
Yeah, that's what I realized I fucked up on.
Yeah.
Was because, do you know who Dylan Mulvaney is?
Yep.
So they were the commencement speaker, orientation speaker for Emerson this year.
Really?
Yeah. And so, like, I took notes on them because I was like, shit, like, she knows the shit.
Yeah.
And she was saying how, like, what she really recommended is for people to, before they put out a piece of content, to, like, take a minute and evaluate, am I proud of this?
Right.
And, like, no matter how the statistics say, I think I need to turn up your noise gate a little bit, whatever. And so, like, I did that for the first one, and that I did take a minute before uploading it, and I was like, yes, I am proud of this. I am happy with this. But then I forgot to for the second two.
Yeah. But that's understandable.
Yeah.
Caught up in the motions.
Yeah.
What's the next project? Haircut?
That should be the next project. I just don't know what I'm going to do for that. Because that would require more of, like, an actual shoot, you know?
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Probably, but who am I going to get to help? You, if you're free.
No, but that's what you put out an all call and you say, hey.
Pull that damn mic closer to you.
I need, like, you friends of friends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't fuck like that, though.
Why?
I don't know. I was thinking about this.
You're in a school full of film nerds.
Yeah, but, like, I was thinking about this with regards to the charity fundraiser that I want to do in the summer.
Right.
Which I've had more ideas on.
Okay. Sorry.
Like, I would much rather have that, like, in thinking about, like, where do I want to do it? Because, like, I could do it here, but, like, my first, like, gut reaction is, no, do it in Gainesville. Because it's, like, even though there's more stupid fuckers back there, and by that, I mean people who, like, don't know dick or shit about a camera, it's still, like, I trust them more because they my friendos. And so I'd be much more willing to have them behind the scenes than, like, some fucker here who does know about it, but I just, like, don't fuck with. You know?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like, yo, stupid ass. Like,
Very dumb.
You know some tech stuff. You don't know that much, all things considered.
Especially about film cameras.
Yeah. But, like, I would be much rather willing to put you in charge of, like, some behind-the-scenes element than, like, some other person here.
That's fair. I would tend to agree with you.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man.
Yeah. 7 weeks.
6 now. For me, at least.
You're right.
Yeah.
Is it
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday then. It's
Saturday, Sunday, what?
It's
It's Friday then.
Yeah.
Dude, it's Funky Monkey Friday.
Oh,
You remember
rip.
this?
You should explain that.
So for like,
At least 2 years.
yeah, like all of
See if I can find
sophomore
it.
year, and then I think a good chunk of junior year, maybe like the last half of freshman year and the first half of junior year, I would like every Friday send out a message on a Discord server I had.
And the
That
Discord
was-
server is called Funky Monkey Friday.
Yeah, because it was originally like as a part of someone else's Discord server. I'm gonna make this camera lower.
What is wrong? Are you neurotic?
Yes. But like, because it was originally a part of a different Discord server that we were in. But I would, and then I was like, I don't want to be spamming people. So I made a new server for if people wanted to go to it. But every Friday I would post this video that I had found online of Funky Monkey Friday. And then I would try to have some inspirational message or something. And
First Funky Monkey.
put the damn mic up to your damn mouth.
The first Funky Monkey was on the separate server was the 6th month of 2021.
6 months. So that was summer before sophomore year.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'd send out a message.
And the
every
last
Friday.
one was the 10th month of 2022.
So yeah, so I kind of like banked it. So it was like second half of 2021, most of 2022. Yeah.
A little over a year.
Mm-hmm. And so I'd send that out every week on Friday, or I would try to, and then I would forget.
And then you would come in like a day later. I remember sometimes you would do them on Saturdays. Or
Yeah.
like 2 a.m. on Saturday where it was almost.
Yeah, and I was like, this fucking counts, you assholes. Yeah. I want to send that video to in Ren's Discord server, just no context.
Funky Monkey Friday.
Yeah. And just the Mario Kart 8 music.
Yep.
And then that one shot of like that one kid where I'm like, is this racist? I don't know. There's like, I'll pull it up.
Oh, jeez.
There's like just one quick little image of a kid who like.
Do you hear them?
What, the people outside? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, not that one. That kid is weird, but like. I don't think I passed it. Dude, it's so low quality. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's like 480p.
Well, is this just because it's also been a while, so it's not like.
No. That's just how the video always was.
Where was it? This kid.
The Indian kid?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. It's like, is there racial implications to that?
I don't know.
But I was always like, I will not think about it. 'Cause I didn't make that one. There was one funny one. I think I only did it once, but I saw someone made like online a version of it that starts off sad and depressing, and then it's like psych, and then it's Funky Monkey Friday.
Monkey Friday.
I only posted that like once in the server, but that was good.
Funk Monk Fry.
Yeah, it is fucking Funky Monkey Friday.
Had a physics test today.
And you said you either aced it.
Yeah,
or
either
did-
aced it or like carpet bombed it. Like so bad. So we'll see.
You just ignorance blissed all
Yeah.
over the damn Scantron.
Yeah, that's the problem. If it was Scantron, life would be 40 times easier because at least you got a 25% chance.
Was it open response?
Oh, baby, was this thing make your own formulas. And the thing about, like, I don't know if this is the same for other college physics classes, but so, like, every calc class or every physics class is calculus based, right? But, like, they never want you to start with, like in high school, they would be like, oh, you can just memorize the formula like T apex equals blank, right? Or T time to height yeah, you know what I mean? But here they're like, no, you got to start with conservation of momentum. Momentum in the beginning is the same as momentum in the end because momentum is conserved. And then you got to derive your own thing using physical constants, but they don't tell you which physical constants you're allowed to use or variables. They just say all relevant physical constants and all relevant variables. Derive an equation.
You figure it out.
And then they get pissy if you decide to use your own physical constant that you think is relevant. And it's not the one that's on the answer key. Anyways.
What if you get the same answer?
If you get the right answer. Well, no. But if you get the same answer but different, wrong. Straight to jail. But look at this.
You got to show your quirk. What?
107.93 in the class as of the current.
Damn.
Not saying I'm Newtonian,
But you're a little bit
but
like
I'm
him.
close. But yeah.
Why was Blood so smart?
Who, Newton?
Yeah.
Newton wasn't smart.
Was he the guy that just patented everything?
If you take
He was the patent guy, right?
patent, no,
No, like
that's Edison.
that's Edison. Right.
Newton is the one who, like, in 1640 came up with all the ideas for motion.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That almost hurt my soul when he said the patent guy. I was like, patents weren't really a thing. But what was I gonna say?
Newton.
Oh,
Newton
yeah.
does
If you like
nuts.
take Newton's concepts and like really try to apply them, they almost always fall apart.
Really?
Yeah. Like the Newtonian physics that we base, like Edison physics completely disproves Newtonian physics, but we use Newtonian physics because they kind of work under the assumptions that we have here on Earth.
But he was
But
just
they fall
like,
apart pretty much everywhere else.
he just like banked it with gravity.
No, like gravity works the way that he describes it only on Earth.
But he was like, this shit works everywhere.
Yeah. The thought was for a long time that Newtonian physics worked everywhere. But it doesn't.
Is there an element called newtonium?
No.
There's Eisensteinium, though.
Mm-hmm.
They just be making shit.
Yeah. Whoever's banging this drum outside could be the worst rhythm keeper. They've changed beat signatures at least 6 times. Listen to them. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and look. They just switched it. Now it's 1 and 2 and 1.
Yeah, because they got to change
1 and 2 and 1. But they're screaming the same thing.
Oh, I can't hear it that well.
What was that, Phil?
I don't know.
This guy is the worst drummer.
I don't think it's even being picked up on our audio, probably.
Oh.
Maybe.
Well,
We'll see. Probably
whoever is
very quietly in the
protesting right
background.
now, get better. I expect better.
Come on.
In a city full of culture
Synchronize
like
your damn protests.
Boston.
Okay?
Exactly, man. At least go on the downbeat or the upbeat. Pick
Rehearse
one.
them. Figure it out. Get a dance routine.
Yeah, exactly. And those are definitely college kids. There's rehearsal spaces here.
That's true.
There's quiet rooms. Figure it
That's
out.
true. You think they workshop their slogans? Their chants?
No, because some of them are god awful.
True. I think they're supposed to.
They won't. They're college kids. They're just there to get to the point immediately. You ever notice that about college kids? As soon as it requires your work, people start to go, never mind.
I don't think. Did I even know this was happening today? I think kind of. Dude, I'm burnt out of politics.
Good.
I am.
It's very good.
And it sucks because I've over leveraged myself a little bit with the organizations and everything. But it's like, it's just like, I feel like I don't give a shit anymore. Or like, no, I mean like big picture politics is still like, it matters. But like this small
You've been
stuff.
keeping up with every story.
Keeping up with every story, yes. But I mean, I haven't been doing that for a minute.
The way it should be. IMO.
But like here it's like I think the college is kind of being real big dicks to the student activists, and it's like, yeah, that matters. I don't think it doesn't. I wish I cared. I just don't.
It's okay to care about things and not care about others.
I think it's partially I've probably burnt myself out by working on the mental health videos because those are heavy. But like, or it's like there was a fucking like the vice president and also one of the higher ups in a lot of the political wars, the vice president of the DSA.
Yeah.
He messaged earlier this week like, all right, we need to have like an all hands meeting tomorrow because there's some big shit going on. And it was like, okay, I was planning on going to that meeting anyway, but cool. And then it's like the meeting's about to start and it's like, all right, well, actually we're going to give the room to like these other activists for like the first half hour to let them figure shit out. And then we'll reconvene and talk strategy. And it was like, all right. And then it's a half hour later, I'm about to go in and it's like, yeah, we're just going to give them the room. And it's like,
why?
I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs. I think there is like a lot of like, the school is doing a lot of disciplinary hearings for activists. And so I think they were talking to like legal people about some of it. But like, it's like, okay. I mean, cool. Like, sure, they can have the room. But like, are we still talking? Because like, I got somewhere to be. And like, I'm not going to give more time to this. And I also was dreading the meeting in the first place because I was like, I don't really want to fucking do this.
Yeah. Hold on.
What? Don't shout out the window.
Whoa!
What? Do they have a crowd?
They're so loud. They're right there.
Yeah.
They're walking in a circle, though.
Yeah, that's what they do.
There's a bunch of Asian tourists staring at them across the street. Dang.
Yeah.
These are much more organized than the Harvard protesters. The Harvard protesters have given up.
Yeah. It's like, I do partially feel bad for not caring as much anymore because it's like, a lot of the organizers for these orgs have talked about how like there is like less people are coming and how that is a bit demoralizing and everything. But it's like at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I realize like in the very beginning of working with the DSA, they mentioned something about the issue of like people getting burnt out. And I was like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. Like,
But it
you
definitely
just keep
is.
trying. But it's like, yeah, it definitely is. Because it feels like we're just sitting around and fucking not doing anything that actually matters.
Yeah.
Or it's like we were in talks of like, I think I mentioned this on here that like we were gonna try to do some big campaign about creating more employment opportunities for students, and it's like we were trying to do that this semester, but it's like there hasn't really been any action on that. And it's like, even like, I think even trying to start something over the spring semester is tough because if it lasts longer than the spring semester, then it's going to die over the summer.
Right.
It's not like if we started it in the fall and then like, okay, there's a little break with winter.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. And it's also like the current president of the DSA is a senior, and everyone else in the officer positions are like not seniors, but like, I think there's some clear hopes, assumptions that next semester I'm going to be an officer to like fill that void. And it's like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I could certainly, I mean, I sympathize with you.
You have the mic angled to the side.
I wanted to try it.
Okay.
Because right when I was before, this little nub end was just across your eyes.
But if it's angled,
Like this.
yeah, how is that across my eyes?
I don't know how it was. I don't know what. Oh, I was like this. I was like this. Yeah. Sorry. Now that I'm sitting up, it makes
You could also move it more to the side, the whole
Well, I
stand.
figured it out.
Okay. Bobby.
Anyways, I was saying that I sympathize with you.
Yeah.
Also being a part of a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you were complaining about that last recording, and it
Yeah.
was like, I was thinking about it, and I was like, you better, for your own sake, you better remember how burnt out you are next semester when it's time to commit for stuff again.
Yeah.
So that you don't sign on for as much.
Yeah, for sure. Also, hopefully by then I'll have picked a path.
What do you mean?
Economics and mechanical engineering.
Are you only thinking of doing one?
Shit, I don't know, cuz.
You don't want to do the double major? I mean, it's understandable that
I
you
don't know if I really like finance, right? I would rather be really, really impressive at it rather than be good and also good at mechanical engineering.
Whole ass one thing versus half ass two things.
Yes, but I don't half-ass anything, so it'd be ass
Versus super
engineering, or it'd be like good, or really, really good. I could graduate magna cum laude, or just laude.
But would you be happy if you gave up mechanical engineering?
That's the question. That's what I got to figure out, and that's what the summer is for.
I guess. Oh, yeah, because you're doing the internship.
Yeah.
So that'll be experiencing what it's like without it.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Hmm.
They keep changing the beat, dude. It's really making me angry. Now we're on a 5 beat.
It's funny. While we're sitting after that in a moment of silence, I'm thinking about it, and you're like, dude, the fucking beat of the damn protesters outside.
It makes me angry.
I'm like, will Bobby be happy? And you're like, dude, the fucking 5-4, 5-4.
What are we doing over here? We're gonna keep changing the beat, but the chant is the same.
Yeah.
It's a 3-word chant.
What is the chant?
I don't know, but but the pacing of it is the same.
Okay.
Da 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 da.
Probably Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. If I
Yeah,
had to guess.
something like that. I don't know, but that's what they're saying. But the beat is now doon digga doon 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 digga doon doon. When it was not that earlier.
Dude, I have to say, how do they not get fucking bored?
I'm bored right now.
Yeah.
The only thing keeping me interested is that they keep changing the beat to the wrong one.
It's like I went to one like student rally thing, and
You get bored after 30 minutes.
Well, I didn't get bored, but it was because I was recording them, and they were primarily giving speeches.
Speeches.
Yeah.
Oh, student speeches are always rough.
Well, it was when they first started cracking down on activists, and so it was a bunch of different leaders of the different orgs being like, "Hey, we're standing with activists," and longer versions of that. But I was also in charge of recording it, and so I was like, okay, there's something to do.
Right.
But it's like I couldn't fucking imagine just standing out there walking in a circle and everything. It feels tiring.
Well, if you truly believe that there is a genocide happening, then I feel like that is what you should do. I feel like you should be more radical.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's kind of it makes me think similarly to like religious people who try to convert people, because it's like,
See, it's happening.
what?
I gotta sit up in order to not.
Why don't you just move it to the side more?
No.
So that way it's not as like.
Speaker speaks,
Okay.
sir.
It's like, it's an idea of moral obligation, because it's like the same thing as like people who are like super religious and try to convert people.
Yeah, because they think
They think like if I don't, they're gonna burn in hell for all of forever.
Yeah.
And it's like, so in a way, it's understandable that they're trying to convert people, because it's like they are trying to help you out. But like, I don't know. I mean, for that, I think it's something of realizing that you have to respect other people's wishes, and that so what if they burn in hell? That's their decision.
Right.
For this, I think though it's something of like your own self-preservation. 'Cause I'd be fucking exhausted. I just gotta do funny shit. And the same way you got a game, I gotta do funny shit.
Yeah. You got to get on the Yap Trap train. You got to get on the Funny Honeys.
Funny honeys?
The, como se dice, ha-has.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I have some ideas. I was talking about this with some other people, but like, I feel bad that we're just yapping about me, but I think that's kind of every episode. But like, because it's also, I realized that like, you know, we did briefly touch on you, and that like, oh, you're like, I don't know about mechanical engineering, but like that's the extent of your thoughts.
That is it.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know what
They aren't that deep.
Yeah. But anyway, for funny ideas I had the idea of like you know, in my style of on a green screen fucking around with like quick edits, I had the idea of like doing a video like trying to prove Santa is real. Or I had one that was like pondering are words the first dimension or something. It was either the first or the second.
I think if you kept these both under 60 seconds,
yeah, probably.
that would be hilarious.
I think it's just those are two ideas that I think they're just so fucking dumb that I think it would be really funny.
Yes, I think it would be funny too.
Or it's like I have some other ideas for like sketches and things.
Yeah, I think that would be great.
I just gotta do them. Just gotta do them. Or it's also, I think I talked about this in one of the early episodes of like a lot of essays I wrote last semester are on things that aren't that different from what I would try to make a video about.
Right.
And so I think if I can simplify them into bullet points and then like just ramble about those, that would also be good.
Yeah.
But it's also like I have a ton of like old videos that like I made for classes and things that
You just need to publish.
yeah, or like slightly tweak and then publish.
All right.
What?
We're going to talk about Harvard sailing.
Okay. What's
Okay.
up with Harvard sailing?
One, we won the last 3 regattas. We're ranked number 1 in the nation, and
Nice.
we're going to one this weekend where it's going to be
Nice.
blowing like 17 to 18 knots, which means I get to sail the whole time.
Nice.
However, we recruit, right? We get 2 recruitment slots a year.
Mm-hmm.
So that means we have 2 people that are guaranteed to be on the team and get a little bit of help in admissions, but they still have to be pretty smart.
Were you one of those or no?
No. I was a walk-on.
Gotcha.
I get in on my own weight.
Oh, this is like recruiting high schoolers.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. These people are all tremendous athletes, great sailors.
Are you gonna live roast them?
But we get, and I'm a freshman captain, and along with my other freshman captain, we organize their visits to the school. Because you know how like you see on Instagram, like all these athletes, they have visits, they come visit schools, right? We take 2 athletes a year. 33 people have visited, and only 2 of them will get the slot. And we already know which 2 will get said slot.
Mm-hmm.
But we are still letting people visit because we cannot announce which 2 people have gotten the slot, right? Or rather, we know like the pool of people that we're picking from, which is far less than 30.
Right.
We know that some people are just not going to be Harvard
And so
sailors.
you know that based on their already qualifications.
Yes.
It's not like them
Like
coming and
like there's like people who sail different classes of boats, and we're like, we don't need your talents.
yeah, and it's not like them coming and visiting would change anything.
Yes. And it's like, bro, why are we wasting freshman captain time? And coach is like, all right, you got to handle this visit, handle this visit. I have to tour around some of these kids who I know are never coming here. And there are some of them who are great sailors but have piss poor grades, so they'll never get in. And it's like, dude, I'm going to show you how great Harvard is, and I know on the inside you're not coming here.
That's fucking horrible.
Right?
That sucks for you because 1, it's wasting your time.
Yeah.
But 2, you're having to like kind of lie.
Yeah.
It sucks for them because it's wasting their time, and it's also
No,
getting
but they
their hopes
enjoy
up.
it the most.
Yeah, but
Because
ultimately wasting.
yes, I would agree.
But then it's getting their hopes up for nothing.
Exactly.
That
And then
blows.
Stanford has like 14 recruitment slots, so everybody ended up going to Stanford. But here's the problem: everybody goes to Stanford, right? All these like really good sailors go to Stanford, but because there's so many of them, none of them get the A fleet spot until they're like in senior year, and so you have a lot of people that quit sailing because they don't get to sail.
Huh.
So you have all these great sailors who stop sailing because they don't get to sail.
Damn.
So basically, be a really good sailor, be a really good student, and come to Harvard, not Stanford.
So you're just seeing these people, and you're like, I know there's nothing I can do for you, and in the end, you're gonna give up.
Some of them will. Some of them will keep sailing outside of college, but most of them will quit college sailing.
Damn. That's a fucking bummer.
Yeah, but it's crazy. And
Is there anything you can do to like
no, because
not
we
get their
have
hopes up?
well, no, because like I can't say I don't know personally who we're gonna recruit, right?
Yeah.
But I know that the coaches have an idea of who they're going to recruit. Because they've been going to these regattas all over the country to scout these kids.
Yeah. And you can't give any kind of indication.
Yeah,
that,
because
like,
then it's a real
maybe
foul.
you should look at other
Yeah.
opportunities.
Well, like all of these kids are all touring some of the greatest schools in the nation, and then some of them will not get into any of them. And then you're like, all right, dude, you're going to College of Charleston.
Yeah.
Which is a great school and have great sailing programs, so don't be ashamed to go there.
Dude, and if they knew, they would be pissy at you.
Yeah.
Even
So it's
though
like,
you're just following order.
I'm just doing what they say, man. You either get recruited or you don't.
You in Nuremberg.
Yep. Far less. But yeah. That's kind of sad. But
That is sad.
But whatever.
You're instilling false hope because you have to.
Yeah. I had false hope.
What do you mean you had false hope? You had hope, but it ended up paying off.
Well, for other schools. Like, you remember Brown? Because I was doing the formula program.
Yeah, but you got in.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
It's not like it was you were
But
rejected.
yeah, I don't know.
It's not like they were saying,
But then
if
I'm
you
giving
come
that,
here.
but I'm then giving... It's just like... There's a whole... It's just all crazy. Everything that has to do with recruiting and, like, visiting schools is all crazy.
Yeah, it does feel like a lot of little back chest mind games kind of things.
Yeah, because, like, think about when you visited all your schools and, like, how when I visited, like, all the other, like, MIT, they gave me accounts. I have an MIT account.
Even though you didn't get in.
And I didn't get into that place at all.
Yeah.
I wrote 30 essays for that place. And I didn't get in.
Yeah, it's true. There are, like, places who will send you emails. Even
and they'll be
now.
like, hey, Georgia Tech was like, hey, create an admitted students account. And then you can use it after you get your decision. And I gave them, like, my financial aid information. They had to give all this shit. And I was like, oh, you got to reject me? Screw you.
Yeah, or places now who will be like, ooh, you can transfer. And it's like, bitch, you fucking didn't accept me.
Yeah, no. As soon...
What do you want?
The day I submitted on Common App that I got, that you tell Common App what school you got in, right?
Yeah.
The day. Guess who rings my line?
MIT?
No, Georgia Tech.
Oh.
We'd like to offer you in a spot for the transfer year of 20. Screw you. You're just mad that you skipped over me.
That is, what a fumble to be a school that doesn't accept you, but then you go to Harvard.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah. All I'm saying is, Georgia Tech, you're not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy, pal.
Or, like, all the, like, kind of, like, ooh, you should do this and this to, like, improve your odds. That it was, like, after I went for a tour of, like, BU, my mom's like, you should email the tour guides you had.
Completely BS.
And it's like, because they may keep track of it. And it's like, bitch.
No.
Respectfully.
No.
Mother.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
But I did all that stuff.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, like I called the Harvard admissions office like once a week. They knew my name.
Yeah, I very begrudgingly did it, but I did it.
Yeah, I wonder if I have that PDF.
Or how, like, dude, when I was first about to come here, the interim president of the school, who is now the president of the school, is like a very old and loose family friend. And my mom's like, you should email him and be like, hey, I'm coming to the school. I don't know if you remember. Like, he used to go to the same synagogue as us.
Whoa.
And so my mom's like, you should, like, email him. And I, like, kind of did because of her pressuring me. And it's funny now because it's like all the political orgs I'm in are just like, he is the fucking devil. He is the worst person ever.
Oh my goodness.
Like, he is horrible for the school. He's corrupting it. And I'm like, yeah.
Let me see. You gave me app, and I think I might have my admissions file.
What, on Common App? Or on fucking shit Google Doc?
Let me search.
Or it is funny how, like, Chapman and Emerson were my top two. And, like, Chapman asked for a video in particular to be made, and I made it for them. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll also submit this to Emerson for my reel. And then I didn't get into Chapman, but I did get into Emerson. And it's like, y'all didn't like the video I made for you, but the other school liked it.
Yeah.
So
My backpack's over there. Hand me my computer. No, just hand me the backpack. It's behind you. All right. We're going to take a short interim break as I find this file because it's very interesting to read.
okay.
And it's also very interesting to see what they just got wrong.
Wait, so what is this file?
This is what the admissions officer wrote. The admissions officers wrote on my application.
This is the internal Harvard ones?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That is interesting.
But what was it called?
All right, and we'll be back after these short messages.
messages.
Do your boners no longer be good no more? It happens to the best of us. Do you want some good stuff? It'll make you rock hard forever and ever and ever. And you can get it right now if you go to bluepills.penis/notyouraveragelosers. You can get the blue penis pills right now at a discount. You can get 15% off using code notyouraveragelosers. They're there. You can get penis pills. You'll pipe for days. You'll give good pipe. It won't matter. Motion of the ocean, bullshit. You'll be rock hard like an ox. You got a micro penis, cures it. That shit will quadruple in length immediately. If you go to bluepills.penis.com/notyouraveragelosers /penis15 right now. This message also brought to you by PBS. Programming like this is possible due to viewers like you. So thank you.
Where is this?
Also brought to you by American Eagle jeans. You want some jeans? You can get them. Just don't get the slim straight ones, because those shits will ride up on your gooch, and you'll definitely rip them eventually. Also, if you rub your hand on it repeatedly after wearing them for a while, you'll get black flecks on your hand. It's all part of the product. It's intended. It's not a bug, it's a feature. You can get them now if you go to americaneagle.pants/notyouraveragelosers. You can get some pants. Do you want to buy one get one deal that you can get one pair of jeans and then the next one for 50% off, but then when you go to check out they don't actually apply the discount and you forget about it until after you pay? American Eagle jeans. You can get them.
Where is it? Oh, I really want to find this. Because, it's actually hilarious.
We would also like to thank Panopticon.inc. Do you want a prison that is freaky as shit and scares people?
Wait, who told you about panopticons?
Okay. I knew about it, and then on the Ren episode, you brought it up, and we talked about it.
Yeah.
And then I also... Did we talk about it last ep as well? Maybe not.
I don't know. Let me see. I'm trying to find this.
The panopticons. They're not real, but they're possible, I think. What if they put a panopticon inside a pyramid, underground? Instead of a pharaoh's tomb, it was a panopticon. Would they call it a pyroptagon? Pyroptomid? Panopticons. Available now. You can also, if you use code notyouraveragelosers15, you can get 15% off the Stanford experiment package, where they will also give you free employees to be either prisoners or officers. And you can reenact your own Stanford prison experiment inside the Panopticon. right now available.
It's on the 9th of December.
Also brought to you by BetterHelp. You know that company that like there was that
Aren't
big
they like bad now?
Yeah, there was a big controversy around them a few years ago.
Wait, why?
And then, well, I don't remember why. It was essentially like these people aren't authorized to give therapy. And
Whoa, that's no good.
Okay, this is my recollection. I don't remember if that's totally true. But like, then a bunch of YouTubers were like, oh, we won't fuck with them anymore. And then over the years, YouTubers have started fucking with them again. And so I think there was some new video that came out talking about it. I don't know. It was by the same guy who like took down, not took down. He made something about Iraq. I haven't watched the BetterHelp video, but it's like they're probably still scammy. Do you want them? Fuck it. I mean, I don't know how bad. I don't know. I haven't seen the new video, but it's like BetterHelp. Even if they're not licensed, I feel like they could just like tweak it so that they advertise themselves as life coaching rather than therapy.
Yeah.
And then they get away with it. Because it's like ultimately like you don't have to be a therapist to give good advice.
That's true.
But like you shouldn't advertise yourself as a therapist. But yeah, do you want BetterHelp? If you use code help at checkout, you can get help checkout 50% off for your online therapy for the first 6 months. That way you can see how weird it is and then get out of it. Or you could keep giving them money. Because sometimes, what is the fucking Anthony Padilla thing? Sometimes existing is tiring or some bullshit. Whatever the fuck he says.
You got a lot to yap about. I'm kind of impressed.
I'm just coming up with fake sponsorships. Because I'm not trying to... Because I can only think of real brands. But, like, I don't want to just give free promo to real brands. Unless they're, like, actually good brands. Also sponsored by Publix. Do you just like food? Publix has got it. Literally everything. They're great. They don't pay their farmers enough. And I think they're anti-union. Don't quote me on that. They're like a shitty company. But like, they're just too convenient.
Find it, but I will find it I will find it next week.
Did you see, I don't have anything prepared for this. I didn't read about it at all besides one headline, but I think it's interesting enough that Apple's getting sued for being monopolistic
Thank
with phones.
Christ.
Yeah.
We used to be so big on antitrust.
Yeah. I mean, it's just been like the past like 2 years that they've been cracking down. And I should Google on competition.
But no, we like, remember when we broke up Microsoft back in the 90s? I don't know why we haven't been doing that.
Well, we broke up Microsoft. Recently, they've been coming after Google.
Yes, they should do all of these things. Joey B's kind of on a roll right now.
So is it just, have you read about this?
No.
Okay.
But I think it's over the iPhone monopoly.
Yeah, and just that like they have, the iPhone is like the most popular thing, right?
Yeah.
I think, I would
But
hope.
it's like only in this country, which I don't see. Yeah, whatever. But
Yeah.
how are they going to break it up?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Because like, that's a good question.
It's like a product that everybody likes, which is why it's the monopoly.
Yeah, you can. The only thing I could think of that would break it up would be to kind of fuck up the Apple ecosystem by like having it, the iPhone be a different company than like everything else Apple, like laptop and everything. But like that's not the focus of the lawsuit, nor would that fix the problem. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're going after it.
Yeah, because the iPhone is so fucking popular, and that like I'm curious at the stat breakdown, but it's like. How many American have iPhone? This number? Okay, iPhone users in U.S. 136. That's like, what is the population of U.S.?
Like a third.
I think a bit more than a third, but yeah. But like, there is no clean way to break that up.
Not at all. And also, I think people would revolt if you did.
Yeah, because we like our little goodies. But it is funny. I feel like this lawsuit is gonna go the same way as like the Google lawsuit for search, where like a good chunk of it is just shitting on the competition.
Yeah.
Like, in the Google lawsuit, they're like Bing is just fucking ass. Everyone hates Bing. Like, it's horrible. I feel like
they're right. That's the problem.
they're right, but I feel like they'll probably end up doing the same thing for like Androids or Google Pixels or whatever the fuck. Does Google Pixel still even exist?
Yeah, dude.
They
People
do?
love their Google Pixels.
Yeah, but are they making new ones?
Yeah.
Huh. Isn't Android owned by Google?
Mm-hmm.
Why then?
Why what?
Why are they making two different kind of phone?
Android is an operating system, not a phone.
Oh. Samsung is the other one.
There's plenty of phone manufacturers.
Does Samsung work on Android?
Yep.
Huh.
Every other phone that you know of works on Android, besides Huawei.
Huawei. They goofy.
Yeah, because they spy.
They gooping in they goon cave.
Yeah. No, but I like it. I like the way the Department of Justice right now is on a roll for me.
What other? They're doing a lot of anti-monopoly stuff, or a lot more.
Yeah.
Trying to think. They tried to do Activision, Microsoft, and failed.
They got JetBlue and Spirit.
Did they?
Yeah.
They were trying to merge.
Yeah.
Huh.
They got them.
They
We don't need any more airline mergers. It's only making things worse.
Probably not. I mean, what airlines have merged previously that I
United
don't know?
with literally everybody from the 80s. Everybody consolidated when they deregulated the airline industry.
Yeah, I feel like this is just we've talked about this in my media histories class, how like over history there's just a lot of like phases of like companies being separate and then monopolizing and coming together, and then government being like, can't do that, and then they break them up and then rinse and repeat.
And then those same companies come
Exactly. Yeah.
like the oil companies like Shell.
Yeah.
Like how like after who was it, Carnegie? Who had all the oil?
Rockefeller, one of those.
Yeah, one of them. They broke it all apart and now they're like slowly combining back together.
Yeah. Or like in the media histories class, it's like we were looking at like, yeah, what were the main studios like back in the 1920s? And it's like the same fucking names.
Yeah.
Paramount, like Universal, Warner. One other one that I forgot.
MGM.
MGM has fallen off though recently.
Yeah.
I think because they got, I was wondering what the fuck happened to them, and it's because they were bought by Amazon, I think.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why they fell off.
Yeah, that's no good.
I feel like the only difference now in entertainment media is that now, like, well, there were probably bigger names back then that we've also forgotten about, but like, new shit is like Netflix, Disney, and like, that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
Prime Video.
But Prime, and Sony. Yeah, but Prime is like MGM, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
Or like also kind of Sony.
Yeah.
Because Sony is just like, I saw something how like Sony is effectively the arms dealer of the streaming war, and that they just like only make shows. They haven't bothered like trying to make their own streaming service,
Yeah.
but because of it, they rake in a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It is like, damn, these fuckers have just been around for a while.
You know what's wild to me?
What's that?
I feel like 10 years ago, there was a lot of good movies, but not a lot of amazing movies. Like early 2000s up, or like mid 2000s, like 2008 to 2016.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of good movies, but not a lot of amazing movies. And now there's a lot of garbage movies and a lot of amazing movies.
Maybe.
Like for every amazing movie, there's 10 garbage movies.
Maybe.
I feel like that was. I feel like because every Marvel movie was like mid but pretty good.
Whereas now there's more of a
Now it's, like,
disparity.
Awful, and then you have Dune 2.
Yeah.
Bringing back the weekly Dune 2 segment.
I think you're maybe right. I don't know. I can't think of a lot of like fucking amazing movies from the 2000s, but I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if I just don't know them.
Yeah.
You are correct.
But that's also our own biases because we didn't like the same style of movies from back in the day.
True. And we were also young little fuckers.
That's what I mean, yeah.
But I don't know. There is like, I know in media history there has been phases of like, well, I wonder, were there like banging TV shows at the time?
Probably. Because the TV shows now are garbage.
Because like, I know in the media histories class, we've talked about how like there has been phases of like Hollywood studios just like they were making a lot of consistently like okay stuff, and then they were like, okay, we should like focus on more big things and then like make some shitters. And then eventually they were like, oh, TV's out and they're making a lot of fucking money. We should just, instead of making shitter movies, we just make like TV shows that are good.
Yeah.
And so that's how Hollywood got into TV. And so I wonder
because like The Walking Dead.
But the TV show?
Yeah.
When did that start?
I think early 2000s. Early 2010s is probably a better guess.
2010. But like Breaking Bad, when did that come out? That came out 2008. Then House MD 2004. Yeah, I mean, I think, were we just in a golden era of like TV, and so
that
that's
could be
why.
the reason. Yeah, could very well be it.
Game of Thrones
Office.
was also that time. Office.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah, well, some of those were like late 2000s though, and like early 2010s. So I'm trying to think, because I can think of good movies that came out in the 2010s.
Yeah, I would agree. I think animated movies were in a renaissance during the early 2000s. So
True. Yeah.
my only good examples are robots and cars.
Okay, and I think one of those is probably not as good of an example as the other.
Robots, the movie,
Yeah.
could be the most slept-on movie of all time.
Yeah, you always fucking riz it up.
Have you watched it yet?
I don't think.
Watch it tonight. You got time.
You give me so many damn
No.
movies.
This one is an hour and like 10 minutes. Is it
It's
not?
64%. Is it? It's on Max.
Dude, it's an hour of your time. And it could be the most hilarious. Wait, scroll up. Is this the one with Robin Williams?
Yeah.
Good. That one. So funny. So funny.
Is it DreamWorks?
I have no idea.
I think it's
Whatever the guy with the fishing rod. That's DreamWorks.
That's
Fishing rod off the
DreamWorks.
move. So funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, why were there just... I think also we're kind of in a time, though, where, like, a lot of B movies, or, like, what would be B movies, or, like, not super blockbusteries, are just shat out on video. Like, on stream.
Yeah, on stream.
Like, have you seen fucking Ricky Stenicki? It's this just, like, simple little comedy. It has, like, some pretty decent names in it. Like, I think it has, like, Zac Efron and John Cena and a few
I've
other
seen
guys.
clips of it.
Yeah, and it's like, it looks like a movie that would be released in theaters, like in the 2000s, 2010s, and would do like decently well as a comedy.
Right.
But now it's just being released on streaming.
That's lame.
I mean, it's
I
alright.
love the idea of going to the theaters. Do I love the prices we pay? No.
We've had this discussion before, but I'm not a huge theater person.
I know, but that's because you don't like people.
I don't like the fucking open air environment. If it was just like nice big screen and nice sound, then like that'd be cool and lit. But there's so much other variables, you know,
Yeah.
with the fucking people.
Yeah. But I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
I think it's interesting to think about that with regards to like high effort TV, because like a lot of like, especially in the past few years, there's been a lot of things that have been like, or the past 10 years maybe, there's been a lot of TV that's been like, this could be a movie.
Yeah.
Like, especially with budgets, like Game of Thrones, the later seasons. I know.
Anything HBO has touched the last few years has been
True.
pretty high budget.
Oh,
Chernobyl is the greatest miniseries of all time.
okay, you say this shit, and I don't doubt it, but you also have expressed how you're a wimp. And so
yeah,
it's
but
crazy to
Chernobyl's
think
like not
about
an
that.
easy show to watch, but it's amazing. Have you watched Chernobyl?
No, I haven't, but I want to. But like that's something.
You remember how many Oscars that won or whatever it was?
11.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Or like I watched Barry recently. That's also pretty
What is
good.
Barry?
Bill Hader show about him being an actor hitman.
Oh,
I think I maybe talked about this last episode.
is that on Netflix?
HBO.
Okay.
But like I mean HBO has kind of made it their thing is like we make quality stuff. But yeah, but like that or the Last of Us show or
People generally liked that, right?
yeah, people really like that. It was made by the guy that made Chernobyl.
But it just wasn't the video game.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there are a lot of aspects of it which are better than the
feeling
game.
of playing The Last of Us 1 on a PS4, not PS4 Pro, not PS4 Slim.
Even though it came out on the PS3.
Yes, because the remaster was on the PS4, which means you could see the pixels.
But why not with the PS4 Pro then on the remaster?
No. You just got to play it on the PS4. Because remember, you're 12.
Is that when you played it?
And it is the most terrifying, engaging game of all time.
Yeah. I think there are a lot of elements of that you build more of a relationship with Ellie as a result of playing the game yourself.
Yeah.
I think also the ending of the first game is better than the ending of this show.
Yeah.
The first season. Because it's like, spoilers for the fucking thing. In the game, you are the one going through and slowly slaughtering fucking everyone.
Yeah.
And it gives a lot more weight to your actions and also in a way makes what Joel is doing feel a bit more justified because you are the main character, but also like you are the one who is at the same time like that is the guilt of everything.
Yeah.
But like in the show, it's more of this like dramatic like montage compilation thing, and it's like you don't feel the weight as much. That's like what my biggest critique of the show is. I wish they had that like longer drawn out action sequence or something. Even if like you don't have to play it up as like this is some huge epic awesome thing, but like something.
But dude, like a clicker, like when you first saw that in the game, you were like, shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's one scene that I vividly remember where you're in the grass and then you go through a grocery store. And then just out of nowhere, this clicker walks by. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great game. I don't know. I never liked the gameplay of it, but the story of it and the atmosphere is amazing.
Oh my God, I love that game.
I mean, it's like, I think that game, as well as kind of the sequel, but less so, is like, Nakey Jakey made a video about the sequel where he was talking about it, and he was saying how, like, the most emotional aspect of the sequel to him was, like, how... Because did you play the sequel at all?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, because part of it's like, I think, I never played it, but I think it's like you're playing as the enemies in a way. And at one point you're like bonding with this dog and it's like, okay, a dog and like it's a cute little dog as an enemy. But then like when you go back to playing as Ellie, you like fucking shoot the dog at one point and then you hear someone shout out the dog's name. And it's like that moment of like, there is this feeling of a human connection between person to person. And like, these are all people going through the apocalypse in a way. And it's like, I feel like some aspects of the show didn't quite do that as well as the games did.
No, I think that, you know what show I would love to see, or a game I would love to see turn into a TV show, and I think would actually work much better? The Division.
Maybe.
Because The Division is all about how that money gets everybody sick, right? And I think you could really play into how everybody handles.
That would work well. I mean... Tom Clancy's made some shit, which has been good shows.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Jim
Who
Halpert
is
show.
Tom Clancy?
He's like just some writer.
This guy is amazing.
Yeah, he's like a book writer.
Yeah, and makes amazing games.
Yeah, good games. I mean, fucking...
Are there books? Are there Tom Clancy books?
Yeah, I think that's what they're all based off of.
Rainbow Six Siege?
I don't know about Siege, because that one's like not a story game.
Yeah.
But like... Yeah, he's a writer. He writes books.
That guy's got to make buku money.
Yeah, based on how many fucking adaptations there's been of all this shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would also love to see a. Oh, dude, this just reminded me. I was gonna say I would love to see a Red Dead TV show, but I fucking remembered about the Minecraft movie that's coming out. Have you seen the shit about it?
No, I have not. I didn't know there was a Minecraft movie.
There's been a Minecraft movie in production for like 10 years now. The most recent developments of it is it's gonna be live action with Jack Black. Live action.
How does that work? Everything's blocks.
Exactly.
Tom Clancy died in 2013.
Okay. Well, his estate probably makes buku bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a live action Minecraft movie, it would just be like the Hunger Games without anyone else. It would just be like Castaway.
Yeah.
I'm worried about that movie.
That movie's going to be dog.
Or I also maybe saw that it might be a musical, but I don't know if that's true. That movie's going to be such a fucking bummer.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, because it's been in production for so long, and it's been in a lot of different directors' hands and writers' hands. Like, for a while, it was, I think, by the guys that made the Lego movie. Or maybe for a while, it was by Ron Howard. And, like, he has some good comedy stuff. Then I think it was for a while under Rob McElhenney, and he does, like, It's Always Sunny. And it's like, it would have been good. But now a fucking musical? I don't know. What are you looking at?
Tom Clancy. Try to see how much he made. He made a fuck ton of money. That's what it is. I don't know. A lot of it.
I would love to see a Red Dead TV show.
I think it'd be cool.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, but how do they do the open world part?
I don't think you can. I think you can only do the story.
Only do the story. Yeah.
And that is a large part of Red Dead, but you're right. There is a good chunk of open world that's important. But I think the story is ultimately more important because I think the open world of like GTA matters more than the open world. Like if you have GTA and Red Dead comparing them, GTA's open world is worth more than its story, whereas Red Dead's story is worth more than its open world.
I would agree with that.
You got shit?
No, I'm thinking about. What was I gonna say, dude? I'm losing trains of thoughts like the green line derailments, dude. Holy moly! Something about Red Dead.
TV show?
Oh, the thing about Red Dead though is like, is it not just gonna be another Western flick?
I think it would, but I think it would have to be a good story.
Yeah, but I feel like Red Dead would be better as a movie,
Maybe.
like an epic movie, like a 230.
Maybe. It would depend how much they're trying to fit in. Because those games have long stories with a lot of fucking little shit that could probably be left out, but also shit that could be kept in. So figuring out how much of it you do.
I really think Detroit to Become Human should be a video game or
A video game?
a movie.
Yeah, dude, that'd be a crazy video game.
Did you play Detroit?
No, but I watched playthroughs of it.
Detroit Human is a great game.
I feel like, though, it is just a combination of Blade Runner and, like, a movie about slavery.
Sounds like an instant classic to me.
True. I just wonder, because, like, I saw a lot of critiques of it that, like, this isn't that original of a story, which is, I think, kind of true.
We are on our 18,000th remake.
True.
Of every Disney movie ever.
Or did you see how, like, they're just trying to adapt anything now, and how, like, there was something I saw about how they're trying to make it the Sims movie with, like, I don't know. Yeah, I saw a lot of jokes about that. But, like, I don't know who the director was, but I saw, like, Margot Robbie's going to produce it. And it's like, okay, that's interesting.
It's the Barbie movie.
Yeah, I don't know how they'll do it because that is a game about being people. And so, like, what the fuck do you do for that? But how, like, at the same time, they're trying to, I think it was Hasbro or Mattel. I don't know. One of them tried to do a whole bunch of movies in, like, 2012 and fucking failed. And then whichever one owns Barbie now following the success of Barbie, they were like, oh, we should make a lot of movies. And so they're going to do like Hot Wheels movie, and
Mattel.
that's Mattel. Yeah. Well, so Hasbro tried to do this previously, but failed. But like, I don't know. I think
Shouts out the Emoji Movie.
was that Hasbro?
I feel like they had a majority stake in that
Maybe.
because they made a bunch of Emoji Movie games.
Maybe. That was a piece of shit.
God, the Emoji Movie was terrible.
It was just product placement all
Oh
over.
my god, Candy Crush.
Yeah, and fucking the Just Dance sequence.
Yeah, it was bad.
Ugh.
I'm sure it made a ton of money though.
Got like a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, but I'm sure it still made a ton of money because it's just brain rot for kids.
Emoji Movie box office.
Yeah. Brain rot for kids makes a lot of money. And you know they made even more than that off of the product placement.
Emoji Movie budget.
Man, you don't know like that, bro.
So it did probably profit, but
The budget was $50 million.
it was a commercial success. Yeah, but you times 2 for marketing. Yeah, it was a commercial success, but it received overwhelmingly negative. Huh. Did you ever see fucking dude Textopolis? Oh my god, I need to close this out.
Textopolis, dude.
Did you ever see Wreck-It Ralph 2?
Yeah.
That was also ass.
Terrible.
It's crazy how hard they fumbled
The
that.
problem is we keep doing 2 of movies that should be 1s.
I feel like you can do it to a Wreck-It Ralph. I just don't know how. And that was certainly not how.
And that's the problem. You don't know how.
What are you pulling out?
Sorry, I'm putting this away. In case anybody wants my Harvard physics notes. No. There's a lot of movies that should be 2s, that should be 1s and should be left alone, and then are given 2s. Megamind.
No, you could do a Megamind 2. I just think the way they did it is not how you do a Megamind 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all brain rot for kids.
But I think it's funny because at the same time, Pixar's trying to do a lot of new shit, and it's just failing. Same with DreamWorks. They're trying
Like
to
what?
do... Like,
I like the one about the jazz guy. Soul, maybe?
yeah, that was one of the good ones. But, like, they did fucking Brave New World or whatever. They did Wish. They've done a lot of shit the past few years, which is all just flopped.
I don't think they marketed enough.
Yeah, that is one of the big problems. There was fucking Elementals. That one I think did end
That
up
did well.
Yeah, but it had a rough start if I remember correctly. But then DreamWorks is like they had that fucking one about like mermaids or
Oh, and
krakens.
Wait, no, that's not Encanto.
That's
No, not the mermaid. But Luca, sorry.
Also not that one.
Luca is the one with the guy who turns into mermaids?
That's Pixar, and not what I'm talking about. But I don't think that performed well either.
Yeah.
No, DreamWorks had one about like fucking. It had some shit name, but like DreamWorks movies. Where is it?
Put recent.
This one looks gas.
A wild robot?
Have you seen the trailer for it?
What is that, dude? What is that?
It's just I don't know. It just looks like it's very well animated. I'll show it to you after we're done recording. This one.
Oh, Teenage Kraken. Yeah.
I think this one performed bad.
As it should. It looked terrible.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know what else looks terrible?
The end of this episode.
Yeah.